Ready to do the 2023 shearing. And this year we have the most amount of alpacas that we've ever had for shearing.
23.
And we're going to start with Summer Rain because she is due to have a baby, which is called a cria, any day now. And I'd rather her get her fiber off. That's chill. So we think she'd like to have her fiber off to be cooler. The weather's starting to get warmer. And also, once she has her baby, I don't think she's going to want us to be shearing her because she's hopefully going to want to be a mom to her baby. It's very important to us to be gentle to our alpacas and not stress them. And we like to hand shear. We do it that way every year. When I first got into alpacas, I did buy electric shears and tried that, and they didn't like it and I didn't like it. And then many years later, a shearer friend, a couple came over, and they brought their shears and said, just try electric shears and we'll help you. And I did it and I didn't like it again, and I thought, I know I'm gonna do it the way I like, the way they like also, is that's when it's quiet, you don't have that motor going, it's safe. I can spend quality time with them, talk to them, give them treats, and it doesn't stress them out. And I get a better cut too for spinning the hair. I don't get as many second cuttings. So that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we like to do it. That's how we've been doing it since Maria was a little tiny baby. All right, let the shearing begin. All right, so it's Summer Rain, and Spirit is just following along real nicely, so we didn't even have to put a halter on him yet. So we also have following along Summer Rain with Spirit is Winter and Dark Eagle. And they just wanted to come along. I like to wrap my hands with this flexible wrap. I always called it horse wrap or flex wrap, but this has another brand name. But last year, let's say I did 19 alpacas and I didn't get any blisters. I've never got blisters, but I do take precautions by wrapping. And let's see how I do with 23 alpacas. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And my hands don't get tired. And what I like about this tape is it sticks to itself. It doesn't stick to my skin. One thing I just remembered is I like to tape my thumb up too because I don't want any friction. It's not going to be a problem for the first 5 or 6 alpacas, but after a dozen or so, you know, your thumb's going to keep hitting these spots, and this has always helped. So that's how I like to tape my hand, and no, nothing's wrong with my hand. It's not hurt. I like to prevent problems. So I like to tape it wherever there could be a little bit of friction, which is right there, right there. I really think Ruthie is waiting for her baby because she has been sticking close to Summer Rain, and Ruthie is especially good, I'm saying your name, with the babies when they're like the first few days old. There you go. There you go. Whoa! There you go. This is Spirit's first shearing. He's being very good. He's a good boy. Spirit is very tame. He likes to take peppermints. He's already had several peppermints while he was waiting for his mom to be sheared. She's off eating grass already. This baby alpaca is so soft. And baby alpaca isn't just from a baby alpaca, though it usually is baby alpaca the first year. It's actually a term that describes how thin the diameter of the fiber is. And when they're babies, it's usually very thin and very soft. But we got an alpaca named Azariah that had baby alpaca into his teenage years. I mean, his whole life he actually had what was called royal baby alpaca. I used to get it tested, send it to Yoka McCall in Colorado, and now I don't because I don't need to. I've never sold alpacas, and I don't plan to. If I was really wanting to promote the yarn more, I could get it tested, and then I could say what the microns are. But anyways, this is definitely the baby alpaca. It's his first shearing, Spirit's first shearing, and look at that crimp. That's beautiful. And that will give the yarn a memory, which gives it like a springiness. So if you're making a hat. Okay.
There you go.
Well, as with any farm or with life, other things are going on. And one thing is our well was just trickling like the last week or two, like trying to fill a stock tank or even taking a shower. You couldn't even rinse your hair without like filling a gallon jug first, which took forever, putting it on your head. So we think it's just the screen. We put 6 gallons of vinegar down our well last night, turned off the pump. So it's just been sitting there now about 14 hours. Now I'm gonna turn the pump on and we're going to drain out the vinegar. And we hope it comes out orange because we have iron water. And we're hoping that cleaned the screen and that's all the problem was. Because it is springtime and it doesn't make sense. We just had a lot of water. It doesn't make sense that we wouldn't have water this time of year. Especially in the morning when you haven't used it in a while. We haven't used it all night to not have water. Okay, let's turn this pump on. All right, let's see. We have water. And it should start smelling like vinegar. I did turn the pump on, right? I did. I thought I turned the pump on. Huh. All right, here it comes. It's really weird. I sure hope we get some water. So we haven't ran water in like over actually 16 hours or so. Then we turned the pump off. So this shouldn't be a lack of water problem. And I bet it's not vinegar yet. Nope. Huh. Lexi, Jenny, Mariah, you want to come out front? We have Freedom's son and one of her daughters, Moonflower, and Daniel is her son. Come on, Moonflower. I like to start with the head on all of the alpacas, and it's really important to get in my opinion, the hair off the head also because they get very hot in the summer, and you could have seeds up there. I always like to check. No, okay, I don't feel anything, but I know they like it. I never like seeing those pictures of alpacas with these big heads, and people kind of laugh like it's silly or fashionable, but I don't think it's good for the alpaca to keep that on them. And that's my opinion. I know mine like their hair off because they'll even rub their heads. And it's very hot here in the summer. Anyways, this is Freedom. So far, the first 3 have just been so calm, and I expect all of the alpacas to be calm. There we go. All right, so we're an hour later. Yay! It's not vinegar yet, but this is the best pressure we've had. So we should start smelling vinegar and maybe get some orange water if it cleaned the screen off. Unfortunately, I do have to kind of let it run out, but at least the grass is getting some water. There we go. It's turning orange. All right. Let me see if I smell vinegar. I don't smell the vinegar yet. Maybe vinegar any minute here. Alright, so we might get rained out here. Yesterday, the forecast called for no rain, and now it's calling for rain and thunderstorms for the rest of the day. So We'll keep going as long as we have dry alpacas. Right, guys? What are you doing? What are you doing, Esther? Vivian is all finished. And Vivian is a rescue that took a long time to earn her trust. Now she takes peppermints. Yeah, she's my buddy. All right, let's get you out of here. It's starting to rain, but he doesn't want to go away from the shelter. Come on, we got a dry spot for you in the garage. Good boy. We got peppermints. Come on. Good boy. Hi, Esther. Maggie's just here for the peppermints. Hi, Simpson. Hi, puppies. Good boy. Okay, so we have Lorraine and her last cria, Michael, and Asher, her first cria, is coming too. Come on, Asher. Come with your mommy. Alpacas stay bonded their whole life usually. Come on, Asher. Come on, Michael. There we go. You're okay. There's your mommy. There's your mommy. Yay, Michael. Good boy, Dave. Good job, girls. So we're on number 8, Asher, and this has just been going so easy. I'm so proud of these guys. They've been easy to catch. You just walk up and put a halter on them, and so far so good. And the night is still young, so we're gonna get more than 8 done here on our first day. But this is little Asher. They all have a different voice. That's been his voice. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a sweetie. Makes such a big difference when you have tame alpacas that trust you. When we first got alpacas, when Maria was a baby, the ones I bought were they're scared to death to be sheared. All of them. They were just frightened and shaking and spitting, and we just don't have that anymore because these guys have just been handled by us and they trust. And even the rescues have learned to trust. Some of them that took a little while, like Johnny Cash and Vivian, they trust us. We just sheared Vivian, and she was just so calm, so easy. She was eating peppermints, and that took a while. I think that took over a year to get her to eat peppermints, maybe even 2 years. I forget. There you go. Good job, Asher. Rebecca. Rebecca. You're next. Oh. Good job. We got peppermints. You're such a good girl. Put this on you. All right, let's go. Sticks. Let's go in between here. Come on, baby girl. Such a good girl, Labriska. I think Labriska could just shear herself. She's such a good girl. Yeah. I'd like to get you some peppermints. Step up a little bit. I have this side. We don't need it too tight. This girl, Peppermint. Oh. Hold on, Labrie. Okay, let me get her Peppermint. You ready? Nope, she wants more peppermints. Now you ready? Now you ready? All right, number 9. Number 9. Good boy. You have to wait your turn. You good boy. You good boy. Look at Labriska. Yay! Look at Labriska. Let's get you off here. You did a great job. Thank you. All right, you're finished. Want to go up? Come on, let's go. There we go. You get some friends. You get some friends. That's Swingly. That's Swingly. Come on, Moonflower. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, girls. There she is. There she is. Come on, Therese. Be nice to Moonflower. She can look a little different. So after I get the head and neck hair off, I like to make a cut right down the center, and then I just start getting what's called the blanket off. And the blanket is basically like where a blanket would sit if he was a horse, and it even extends beyond that. And that's the primary fiber, which is the nice soft fiber that you want to spin, that you could spin. Not that you want to, I want to. Oh my gosh. There we go, come on. Come on. You're okay. Come on, Dark Eagle, come with Cash. You're okay. You're okay. Come on, Dark Eagle. Walk with Cash. Go, come on, Cash. It's Cash. There's Cash. You do it. Good job, Andres. Here we go. Come on, Lily Pearl. Would you like a peppermint? You're so good, Lily. I like to get all the hair off the bottom of their feet, all the way down. I like to trim off just the tips of their nails. Good girl. I like to work with a system of trust more than restraint. If they know you're back here, they don't want to hurt you. If they want to hurt me, that probably means they don't care for me too much. Pretty, huh? It's so pretty. I think it's time to take this halter off and set you loose. That's for Tony. He's being a good boy. Thanks for holding the scissors. get another alpaca. Good job, team. Good job, guys. All right, you guys will be next. Blessing and her baby Theodore. Okay, so we have Blessing and her baby Theodore, and they're talking. Theodore's clicking. Look how dark Theodore is. I forgot how dark he is. He is black. I mean, he looks like a true black. You forget when you see the outside because he is so brown and how black he really was. Mommy, look who's coming. It's okay. Yes, she is. This is Luna's first shearing, and she's so sweet and so calm, just like her mom. Labriska was always like that too. Yeah. Labriska was always like that. Yeah, just like your mommy. But we'll try to have her out of here in about half an hour. We don't like to keep them in the chute more than an hour or so. Good. Esther. You happy girl? And so, you guys are running the farm while Bree and I are shearing. Oh, you go with Goliath. Hi, girl. And David is stretching. Oh, where's Luna? Here she is. That's Luna. Did she look different? You look different? Yeah. He's so cute. Yeah. Dark Eagle's checking her out. You're next, Dark Eagle. Look at your sister. You like her? Like her haircut? There you go. You ready? You ready? You have a flower. Let's go. Come on, Dark Eagle. Come on. You want to walk? She's not sure. It's her first time walking. I think it's her first time walking on a lead rope, right? Mm-hmm. She's very tame and she knows us, but she doesn't know about how to walk on here yet. Come on. I'm pulling this and you just walk. There we go. There we go. You gonna hold that flower the whole time? Were you eating a dandelion? Yeah. We have another black one. This is her outside color from the sun. And look at this color here, Dark Eagle. She's one of the most cutest alpacas. She's still holding her flower. Yeah, you just told that. You're finished. She took 38 minutes and she held that flower the whole time. You coming with us? You coming with me? Here comes Lexi. Good girl. They look different, huh? They look. No blisters and no cookies. No soreness, no blisters. Hi guys. You want to see my hands? We store all the alpaca in a bin, and each alpaca has their own bin. We like to put their picture on it. And inside each bin is their primary fiber in a bag and secondary fiber. And the 6 crias don't have a picture yet because we like to wait till they're at least a year old to get a picture, because that picture will just stay on the bin pretty much their whole life. And they change so much as they grow. So we just have the names written on some of them. So that's how we store it. And then as throughout in the winter and all summer and in the fall, I just come out here and grab some fiber and I just keep working on it. And by the end of the year, these bins are empty and they're just stacked up. Empty bins ready for the next year. Now that we're finished shearing, I could show you more in detail the chute. So this is a shearing chute, and all 23 alpacas walked into the chute this year. This is Ruger and this is Candy. And this is military macaw and a scarlet macaw. Anyways, they walk into the chute and then they have halters on. We snap a lead rope on their halter, and we usually put 2. They don't always need to, but that just kind of keeps them in place. And some of the alpacas, we also put this cinch on. We don't do it for all of them. That would be under the front legs, and this is under the back legs. And these cinches are been used for about 18 years. So as you can see, I have cut some. I need to buy more cinches. And the reason, this is just so they have a comfortable place to basically hang like in a hammock if they try to cush down. Most of ours do not try to cush down, but if they do, that way you can just keep shearing because they can just go down so far. And yeah, a lot of them don't need that. If you did have one that was trying to jump out too, you can also put this over the back, put it that way over the back, then cross it so they don't jump out. But most of ours are very calm. We don't need to do that. What I use to shear them with is just plain old scissors. I've used different brands. These may be Fisker scissors. I can't remember the brand. Oh, here it is, Fisker. Okay. And I like longer ones, but I didn't see them this year. Every year I do buy new scissors, and then I just use them throughout the year for all kinds of stuff, for cleaning fiber, for everything. We like to put like a number 1 on it, and then as they get dull, say, Maria, can you hand me number 2 or number 3? And while I'm shearing, she'll sharpen. So I just always have sharp scissors ready to go. They're very cheap. They don't cost much. Okay, for toenails, I've used tinctures. You have to be very careful. I've also used my horse clippers. This works great. Of course, you gotta be very careful that you don't cut their toe, but you just, once you have them lift their paw for you and you have it there, that clips it really fast and easy. Okay, well, so that's the chute. Pretty simple, and it just works great. They walk in, they back up, and they walk out. So what do we do with all of this fiber that we collected? Some of our main sellers are dryer balls. This is something that we make almost every day and we ship out almost every day. In fact, I just came out here to grab a couple that just sold today. And we make these from the neck and leg fiber, which is the fiber, the secondary fiber that's not as soft. So these are little cat toys. And I think that order wanted catnip spray on it, so we'll put catnip spray. Also, while I'm getting today's orders, a skirt sold, and this is something I hand wove, and that's getting mailed today out of alpaca. This is a poncho. Before it becomes something like that we can weave, crochet, I spin it into yarn. Here's some of the yarn from our herd. Lily, Pearl, Swingley, Antares, Daniel. Sometimes I blend. There's Betty White, Vivian, and Sven, one of our bunnies. Lorraine, Asher. Felted hats. Here's a felted hat I made. This is actually the first felted hat I made. Then I got into cowboy hats. I need to get back into these. That's a gambler hat up there. Here is a poncho I made from 3 of our alpacas, and basically it's 2 shawls I wove together to make a poncho. And the Daniel poncho is the same type of thing, it's just bigger, and I added a hood to it. And we have a video on that, so we could put that in the description below if you'd like to see a video of how I made that. This is Moose and Wagon Box Walker, the 2 boys that were on our banner. Moose has just passed away recently this last year. There's Wagon Box Walker, and they were best friends, so I put them in a shawl together. We make learn to spin kits if you want to spin your own yarn. Do I still have a hat on my head? Still have a hat on my head. We make spindles. You could spin your own yarn. I write directions and put the picture of the alpaca that the fiber came from in the kit. And very reasonably priced. Also hand dye scarves. They're very warm. We can custom make scarves if you have a certain color you'd like. This Johnny hat. This is a hat I like to wear. It's very warm. And this is a hat I made for Maria from Asher. We make all kinds of scarves, all different colors, and we give them Wyoming names. I also make things, as many of you know, from the guardian dog's hair, and I make, this is a shawl I hand spun and I wove from when we were a pack of 9 before our Great Pyrenees sisters passed on as teenagers. So this has 9 of my dogs in it. It's very warm, and I can make scarves and hats and even just a little keepsake from your dog's hair if you have a dog that has at least 2-inch staple length, 2 inch in length. Here's a little shawl I made. You can also be worn as a scarf, like Western style. You can tie it right there, or it could be worn as a little shawl. I hand felted this from alpaca, and I dyed the fiber, and then I put silk in the middle, and I wet felted it together to make a shawl. You can wear green, or you can wear it very colorful, kind of like Pendleton blanket colors on the outside. We make little things like mug rugs. These are great little gifts you can put under your mug when you're drinking. And we hand weave these from alpaca. Maria mostly made these purses. She wove these. We're always making more things as they sell. Pretty much year round, we make things from our alpacas. We also make felted soaps. And we have a new idea. We're going to be making soap on a rope. And we're going to hand make the soap. So that is to come. And then we're going to have the rope made from our alpacas. And we make scrunchies from our alpacas. And then we put the little picture on it there. Like if you want a Daniel scrunchie. There's an Antares scrunchie. And we like to put little pictures. So you can see the alpaca that it came from. We make little neck warmers or head warmers. We're starting to make, actually we sold a lot of these. We need to make more pan handles. If you use like cast iron pans, this fits right on there. We felt those. I don't have a horse thing now, but we make macates for horses. We make horse ropes. We make leashes. A lot of things have sold, and I don't have any to show, but we're always making more. Pretty much we're making things every day from the fiber. And also alpaca comes in all of these colors. 22 colors. We have colors from white to black. We've never had the grays, the rose grays and the gray, black and white grays, but I can make those colors by carding them on my carding machine. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you saw and you haven't subscribed yet, please give us a like and subscribe, and make sure to hit the bell, which means you will get notified when we have a new video. A lot of people subscribe, but they don't hit the bell and they don't get notified when we have a video. So make sure to hit that little bell, and we thank you. We hope you enjoyed it. Also, if you'd like daily updates, check out our Patreon. Our Patreon is a subscription channel, and it also supports our farm. So we'll put that in the description if you're interested, and behind the scenes, and also things we just don't share on social media.